Hi guys, welcome to this part of the Land Studio beginner course. So in this video, we're going to cover the most interesting part about the community themselves. So if you go to landstudio.snapchat.com, you will be looking at reference, and under reference, you will be having the templates, the guides, the API for developers if you're trying to tweak some codes and stuff like that, and FAQs. But what's interesting here is the forum part. So let's click on forum. So if you go to forum, you will be looking at this beautiful page of all your design questions, or maybe like ideations, sharings. Almost every single thing that you have in terms of doubts that you have can be raised over here. So you can actually go all the way down. You can actually see that you can share your creations. You can ask for a feature request, which means like sometimes you might have an idea on I wish Land Studio had this, those kind of things. You can definitely ask those features, because to be honest, there was one feature that I asked in the past, and that was actually answered, and they added it in their one of the updates. I think 2-3 updates ago, right? I think that like they updated it. So it's kind of like a very helpful way to like show, like, what do you call, express your feeling about the software and what do you think that is lacking over there. You can get involved, obviously. Maybe you share your work, you can help the rest of the people over there. Scripting, very important whenever if you are like a full designer but you don't really have that much of a coding knowledge. And obviously getting started is always the place that any beginner should go, and I'll definitely recommend you guys to go over there. So we're gonna just click on general. So here's the thing, okay? These are places where they pin all the favorite, like, what you call, questions, or maybe the most what asked questions kind of thing, right? But I want you just go all the way down, and you can definitely see over here. If you look at it, right? So let's take this, right? 3 days ago, move the image with a finger, and you have 3 comments. So you can definitely see how active this community is. As soon as after this person asks a question, there will be someone who's already answering it, right? And this can also be this can be like two different groups of people who will be answering your questions. One will be the creators themselves. Another one will be the Land Studio team. Because if you think about high quality answers, it always comes from the creators as well as from the team. So this is basically the platform for you to ask almost any question, and not to worry that if you have questions out of the Land Studio context. For instance, maybe you don't have any question in creating the augmented reality, but you have some issues in terms of what you call importing, right? So I'll just click over here, importing 3D models, right? So if I'm going to just search for this, see here, there are few people who have asked this question like a year ago, 2 years ago. Maybe you can look for a recent one. So this is like 6 months ago, but there's no comment. So let's go around. Okay, maybe this is one of the like questions that I have. Sometimes you will like import a 3D model, but you will never have the textures. As soon as something click on this, you ask a question, your questions will be answered almost immediately. But I wouldn't say like the day itself. It can take more, like up to like 2 to 3 days, but definitely that's like the best, because it's very hard for your doubts to be answered as like very quickly. So this forum is very helpful because of the fact that they do answer in a regular basis. So your questions will never be missed out unless you're asking the same question. So you can definitely look for similar question that has been answered before. So you can see, right, the way they have answered. So this is exactly how you can actually show what is the problem, and you can see the team, right, how they answer all these questions. There's some great things about this forum that you will definitely see, because sometimes you will have problems in terms of the scripting. You will never know how to do a particular thing scripting, because scripting is really important, especially when you are like doing the same thing repetitively. So it will be very helpful. So I'll be just looking at this behavior script. So this is one of the scripts that people use, and you can see they will be like asking this question. There's a creator. This is one of the official Lens creator, you can see over here. So he will be like answering those questions as soon as after you ask those questions, right? So pretty much that's how this forum works. So obviously, if you have any questions, whether it's in the context of a Lens Studio or it's not in the context of Lens Studio, do raise it here, and the team as well as creators like us will definitely answer those questions if you have an idea about it. So hope you guys like this video, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.